Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Luke, I'm a perfume reviewer, I'm a storyteller, I love vintage, classic, designer, affordable scents. My tastes are eclectic and this channel is my creative outlet and my happy place where I talk about perfumes, life and so on and so forth. So cue in the music. So today we're doing a good old perfume haul. I've not done a perfume haul in a hot minute. So most of these perfumes I bought in France. I've recently come back from France. I do have a full vlog on my channel. I'll link it down below. And in this video I also want to talk about a few samples because I'm working my way through my sample drawer. And if something stands out to me, I have to talk about it. The first scent I got in France is Shalimar Millésime Jasmin, the Jasmin version, the Jasmin limited edition that came out in 2024. Delphine Jelk was the nose behind it. And I bought this in a French perfumery. It was heavily reduced because obviously it was a limited edition and 2 new ones have come out since. But this one was calling my name, and when I tried it, I loved it. This is your classic Shalimar DNA. You have to like Shalimar from Guerlain. You have to like it. If you don't like Shalimar, don't even try this. But it's modernized. It's sweeter. And it's got that beautiful jasmine added. 3 types of jasmine apparently. Jasmine, Indian jasmine and Italian jasmine. I can really smell Jasmine grandiflorum, the one that grows in grass. I do believe this has Jasmine grandiflorum because as soon as I sprayed it, I got that beautiful green, damp, slightly earthy jasmine that I also smell in Chanel No. 5 Pure Perfume, which is from grass indeed, from the south of France. So when you spray this on, you get this beautiful green jasmine. And then Shalimar starts coming through, you know, that vanilla that we all know, the powdery vanilla. This is not particularly animalic or earthy or smoky like the original Shalimar. No, this is very heavy on the vanilla. This is sweet, it's likable, but it's not completely modern like Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. So if you're looking for something even more modern, Souffle de Parfum is the one to try. This one still has a bit of that old-fashioned Shalimar DNA. Yes, it's ambery, it's oriental when it dries down, and I love that. I love that. I'm so glad I got to buy this one for such a good price. They've probably had it for a long time. No one wanted it. Well, I wanted it because I want what no one else wants. I am like that. One thing I will say, this is French perfumery. This is quality. This is of the highest quality. It smells refined. It smells classy. It smells elegant. It's my type of scent. And that bottle was waiting for me. I saw it in 2025 in this same perfume shop in Rouen in France. I didn't get it because I thought, well, it's just another flanker. No, it wasn't. I'm so glad I got it this year when it was heavily reduced. I only paid about 50 euros. The original price was about 140, so what an excellent deal indeed. The next perfume is the original Divine by the French brand called Divine, and this is from 1986. So when I walked past the shop, I had to go in, and if anyone's interested, the shop is on Rue de Rivoli in Paris. So I asked to smell this, and I also wanted something smaller because they only had 50 and 100 ml, and apparently they can do a decant for you. It's not as luxurious as owning the full bottle, but I don't really need a full bottle. This is a beast mode 80s scent. This is a floriental. This is in your face, and to my nose it smells exactly like the original Ysatis, vintage Ysatis, not the current formula. So when they sprayed this on me, and this is the eau de parfum, this is not the extrait, they also have the extrait. They sprayed this on me and it stayed on my skin for 48 hours. Yes, this is an absolute bomb of a scent. They don't make them like this anymore. and I had to have it. The quality is unparalleled in my opinion. And, let's just talk about the notes very quickly. This is mainly a white floral, tuberose, gardenia, jasmine, orange blossom, with some spice, some coriander, and obviously a chypre base. It is a floral chypre, floriental chypre, I would say. Very strong, in your face. Not for the faint of heart. But if you're someone who enjoys vintage Ysatis, which I own, obviously, then you might want to give this one a try. But I do not recommend blind buying a bottle of this. So the next scent I got is the original Kenzo Amour from 2006. I got this at the airport. It was only about 40 euros, so I had to have it. This one I've been trying for years. I like it, and I really wanted to add it to my collection. Well, now I have. This is a beautiful, cozy, comforting vanilla scent. Yes, it's light, it's creamy, sweet, gentle, even a bit clean and airy. So this one is a dupe for Hypnotic Poison, many people will tell you. I disagree actually. It's a smell alike perhaps. It's the same scent profile, but this is much lighter. This has got a beautiful nutty rice accord. This hasn't got, the heavy caraway spiciness and plum of Hypnotic Poison. No, this is definitely lighter. Kenzo is a Japanese designer, and this perfume wanted to reflect that Asian minimalism in a way. I talk about this in more detail in my review of Kenzo Amour, which I posted when I was still in France. You can watch it on my channel. I will link it down below. So that was Kenzo Amour. Let's move on to the next scent. Now let's get to the samples. I recently tested Aziyadé from Parfum d'Empire, which was actually inspired by a novel from 1879. The novel is also called Aziyadé. I've never heard of it. This is a heavy spicy oriental. Spices galore, spices abound, dried fruits, and it transports me to a Turkish spice bazaar. When it dries down, the sweetness of plum comes through a bit more. You've got dates, pomegranate, but the spices in this scent, the spices reign supreme. So we've got caraway, cinnamon, and cardamom as well as ginger. Quite the spice cocktail indeed. In the base, we've got incense, patchouli, vanilla, well, the usual suspects. So is it full bottle worthy? Not for me personally, but someone who is really into spicy scents. And I'm not talking opium, not talking cocoa, I'm not talking classic orientals. No, I'm talking proper spicy scents that smell of the actual spices. So if you're into that, if you like Kenzo L'Elephant, I do like that. I will get that at one point. So if you like Kenzo L'Elephant or Dior Spice Blend, check this one out. But this is, in my opinion, this is way better than Spice Blend from Dior, which just smells like cooking spices to me. Anyway, this was Parfum d'Empire Aziyadé, launched in 2008. So the next one is also from Parfum d'Empire, and this discovery set was indeed sent to me. I have to disclose that, but that doesn't change my opinion. I'll only talk about the ones that actually stand out to me and I find interesting. And this one, gosh, this one was an emotional journey when I tried this. This is called Le Cri, and Le Cri means the scream in French. It was previously called Le Cri de la Lumière, and this is a musk mallow perfume. And I must say, this is very cold and aloof, and there's something glimmering and sparkling, the aldehydes, but the scent is just so dark and somber and oppressive. And it might be airy, but it's so cold, and I just, had to look up the inspiration. And the inspiration for this perfume was indeed the painting, The Scream. And this perfume, yes, it does smell unique, but it reminds me of Perles de Lalique. It reminds me of Perles de Lalique and some other early 2000s floral, woody scents. Haute Couture from Givenchy comes to mind. Elle by Yves Saint Laurent comes to mind. And it's just that cold woodiness. that really just makes me a bit sad, honestly. I wouldn't buy a bottle of this. Yes, it's unique, but it just makes me a bit uncomfortable because it evokes something that I can't really describe. So, gosh, that was all over the place, but I'm just going off the cuff and giving you my opinion. I literally sprayed this morning. It's still going strong. So, Le Cri by Parfum d'Empire. I appreciate the artistry, but not for me. So, another perfume that I've been thinking about a lot recently, maybe because Danielle from the Perfume Journal talked about it, is Gorgeous by Michael Kors. And this scent is just a beautiful white floral, a modern white floral, slightly bubblegummy, but also a bit classic. So, it's somewhere in between. It's not classic, it's not modern, but it's stunning. If you like tuberose. So I wouldn't necessarily buy a full bottle of this, but I really like it. And it reminds me of some other tuberose perfumes. And people compare this to Alien as well and to Rouge Malachite by Armani Privé, which I tried in Galeries Lafayette in Paris. I loved it, but I loved Vert Malachite even more. So Vert Malachite, I loved that even more. That was absolutely stunning. So expensive. I'm not going to buy it. It's 300, but it was gorgeous. So thank you so much for watching, and also thank you for watching my previous video, which was 41 minutes on the state of perfumery today on Ambroxan Oak Moss. I got so many amazing comments, so I was really, really, really pleased that it did well. It's got almost 6,000 views, which is a lot for me. I normally get about 1,500 on a good day. But my channel is not sponsored. My views are not sponsored. I don't boost my metrics like some other people do, some newer channels that have been, coming out of the woodwork, talking about obscure stuff, obscure topics no one is interested in, and overnight they've got 20,000 views. Well, that's just impossible in my opinion. But, I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying, please do not watch AI content, because every view you give to some AI fake channel, that view you take away from us who do the work. And I'm not trying, to be on my soapbox here and to be on my high horse, but it's just true. It's true. This is frustrating. It is frustrating because the internet is just changing so quickly. And it wasn't like this 2 years ago, not even 3 years ago. But apparently YouTube is cracking down on the AI channels and they can't get monetized anymore. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They do appreciate genuine work and genuine content and genuine people, which is what I also appreciate. So thank you for listening to my rant, which was unplanned, but I'll probably keep it in the video. So thank you for watching again. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.